Now further, it's my honor to invite our Honorable Chief Guest, V. Ramgopal Rao, Chairman IIT Delhi, to come over to the podium and share his valuable perspectives with us. Sir, I would request you to please join us. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So, good morning. I don't know where this chairman IIT is coming from. I am director IIT. I happen to be the chairman of board of governors today because we don't have a regular chairman, but my regular job is director IIT Delhi. So I'm very happy to be here and good to see so many of you. And in fact, the STEM and the changing trends in the higher education are things which are very close to all our hearts now. I think there are lots of things that are changing in the higher education sector. I wanted to use this occasion to tell you at IIT Delhi, for example, in the last 2.5 years, we have also been undertaking this journey. We are also looking at what is that we need to transform ourselves into. One of the ways IITs have all been known for, is to conduct those tough examinations, get the best students, and we teach them all core subjects, and then they graduate, go on to whatever they wish to do in their lives. So that has been the trend. I think that continued for a very long time. Our alumni have done very well, and we have no reason to be sorry about anything. But one thing that has changed now in the academic institutions is this entrepreneurship aspect. Now at IIT Delhi, we did a survey. Every second student on this campus wants to become an entrepreneur. Every second student. Now, when 50% of our students are aspiring to become entrepreneurs, teaching them the same maths, physics, chemistry kind of a thing, we realize is not the way to go. And we started to see in what way the institutions need to change. And we started to look at changing the curriculum, changing the way we function, and many things have changed. One of the things which we started in that direction was the immersion programs. At IIT Delhi now we run a large number of immersion programs where we place our students at places where there are problems. For example, we started a rural internship program where we send every year a large number of our students to rural areas where they are supposed to go live with a farmer for a couple of months, understand how farmers live their life, what sort of issues a farmer faces in his or her day-to-day kind of a life, and what is that as an IIT student you can do to improving the plight of these farmers. And similarly, we have tied up with All India Institute of Medical Sciences. Many of our students now go to doctors and see how the day-to-day surgeries are performed and the diagnosis is done, and whatever are the issues that the doctors face, and see how as engineers our students can contribute to some of these activities. So we started these immersion programs, and these are very popular now for students because that is how they get to find the real problems. And once they find a problem, they can come back to the campus, use the resources and the environment that exists here to develop solutions and take things forward and become an entrepreneur kind of a thing. We also started a student startup action plan, and where if a student says that I have an idea, even if the student is in a first year of his or her the program here, so we start to encourage the student and assign mentors for the student, even provide financial support starting from day one. And all that we are looking for are these ideas now. Once there are ideas, as an institution, we are only looking at how can we transform those ideas into a startup or something which is more tangible. We also started, for example, a deferred placement scheme. So what we are doing now is, if a student says that I have graduated, but I don't want to take up a job, I want to try the startup thing. So now we tell the student that it's fine, you can do that. For a couple of years you try it out, and if something works out, well and good. If nothing works out, you come back, and then you can sit through the IIT placement process and find a job and do whatever you want to do later. So these deferred placement schemes we started recently again, which are all very important. We also one of the things for one of the very important requirements for children to have today is team building. In India, individually we are all very great. In fact, I was recently talking to an MD of a big company, a big corporate sector in India, which has very strong ties with Japan. And this person was saying, one of his Japanese colleagues told him, the Japanese guy, that you were one engineer is better than our 5 engineers. That your one engineer produces so many new ideas, so many great things, and much better than our 5 engineers. But in the same breath, the same Japanese engineer said, if I put 5 of your engineers together, they are less than one Japanese engineer. So that is what it is. I think for us to work as a team, is often a big challenge, and that is also something that we need to learn. And at IIT Delhi, we started what we call a 1, 2, 3, 4 discover and learn program. In every batch, we take 4 students, one from first year, one from second year, one from third year, one from fourth year, and then we make them work as a team on a problem which has a society relevance. And when the fourth year student graduates, we get the first year student into the team, so that these are all become relay projects, and over a period of time we are hoping that some of these projects will become good enough that they can actually solve a problem in the society. And we started 50 such projects a couple of years ago. Now they are already demonstrating their prototypes, and they are all learning to work with each other, and they are continuing the whatever the previous batches the students have done. And I think these are all things that are becoming very important. Another thing, that is a big problem for STEM areas in the country is our higher education is highly fragmented. If you look at IITs, we are supposed to be focusing on engineering, and you look at agricultural institute, there is a complete set of institutes under the Indian Council for Agricultural Research. They are supposed to be focusing on agriculture. You look at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, supposed to be focusing on medicine. You look at ISAs, focusing on science. So with that fragmented higher education system, we are not providing any solution to anything. We are all working in our own silos, and a small problem we solve, but the complete problem we are never able to take up or solve it, and which is to do with the way we do the higher education. So we are trying to change it at IIT Delhi. We have, if you have seen the press reports, we have signed very very strong agreements with All India Institute of Medical Sciences, National Institute of Immunology, All India Institute of Ayurveda, the Indian Council for Agricultural Research. The idea is to bring IIT engineers, to bring them together with the scientists from these other sectors like the medicine, agriculture, and all of it, and work on a focused problem. So you define a problem and build teams together to solve the problem. So it is a more of a top-down kind of an approach we are taking at IIT Delhi. This is also beginning to yield results. Now we initiated at least 30 new projects with All India Institute of Medical Science doctors, who are just next door to us. And now many of these projects are to solve a problem doctors are facing in their day-to-day kind of a practice. I think this is an approach that we need to take. And if you have noticed in the press, we launched a PhD incubator. Though a lot of startup activities happening on these campuses, but it's all low-tech right now. Many of them are in the e-commerce space. Many of them are developing. Somebody is developing a Adobe app here. Somebody is developing some other app here. I think that is not what we need to be known for. I tell my students that for every Snapdeal, for every Flipkart, there are 10 Snapdeal kind of companies. But for every Google, there is no substitute. Nobody thinks of starting a company to compete with Google, because Google is based on such a strong technology platform, and for you to compete with Google is unthinkable. But for every Flipkart, you will see 10 other companies wanting to compete with Flipkarts. I think IITs need to make a space for themselves in the Google kind of an era, and they need to be the deep tech kind of innovators. And we started an incubator program at IIT Delhi. We just announced it. We call it the PhD incubator. The PhD there stands for Platform for Harnessing Deep Technologies, where we are saying that if you have an idea in a deep tech space, IIT will provide you all the required support in terms of we provide you a fellowship, we provide you accommodation, we provide you funds to build a prototype, we provide you mentorship to our faculty and alumni, we take care of all of your requirements. All that we are saying is come to us with interesting, innovative ideas, and let us take care of the rest. That is the kind of a approach we are taking right now. So we want to see the future technology companies to come out of this campus, and we have now gearing up more towards that. Our students and all of the community on the campus, and instead of just producing job seekers, now we are looking at providing job providers. And we hope to see lots of IIT students now in the entrepreneurship space start companies and make a difference to this country. In India, we have been known to skip generations. We have skipped the entire landline generation and moved to mobile. and we might as well skip, even in the automobile sector, we might skip this hybrid kind of generation and go to electric vehicles. By 10 years from now, you will see more electric vehicles than the normal cars. The similar thing is going to happen in the education space. You know, very often the tendency is to work with industries, help the industries and all of that. I think we will even skip that. We will directly jump into the startup kind of a thing, and where we will, you know, produce more companies now out of these campuses, and these will be the future Googles and Microsofts and Intels and IBMs, and they will be the ones we will all be proud of, you know, in due course of time. I think that process has now started to happen, and thanks to the startup push that the government of India is giving now, and what the current generation is all very enthused about, I see a bright future. Another 3 to 5 years, I see a completely different kind of a culture on our campuses, and even a new India, you know, that we all want to see. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.